Good afternoon, everybody. How's everybody doing today? Happy Easter Sunday. It's 2024. Wish nothing but the best for you and yours in the coming new year. So I'm gonna do a video update that it's been a long time coming. Because of a certain other project I've been working on. I just kind of this one was kind of put on the back burner, so I finally had a chance to get it done. So I just got it done just this morning. So I just wanted to show you guys what it is. I started off life as a WL Toys 104009. It is their brushed version of their monster truck. A lot of issues that truck had, um, including stability at high speeds, especially when it was fed a 3S unit. In particular, the brushless one with a 3500 kV motor. So I went ahead and finished my conversion of the 104009, and basically, this is what I've come up with. It is a body shell from a legendary 110 scale, but it's actually 112 scale. Their monster truck. Okay, I went ahead and put on these more grippier DRC 110 scale tires. First off, they're much more grippier at high speeds than the stock um, wheel and tire package that this came with, which was the gold with a 5-star pattern. So these will hold the line a lot better, um, especially once I get up to those really high speeds, above 70 or so kilometers an hour, especially on 3S. So I'm just going to go ahead and show you guys what I've done underneath. I was quite surprised that this body shell looks actually nice on this particular one, so I'm just going to leave it as is. Um, I kind of tinker with bodies on other trucks, but this one kind of goes with the truck. It is quite nice. So some of the changes I've done, as you can see, here's the big upgrade right here. It is a 3660 4200 kV motor. As you know, the brushless version of the 104009 has a 3500 kV motor, and it tends to pull a lot of wheelies, so it's got a lot of torque, which is one reason why it's kind of hard to control. So I figured, let me just spread that torque across a wider power band, and put it a bit higher in the power band. So by the time it gets to that speed, there'll be a lot less chance of wheeling. So that's why I upped it to a 4200 kV motor. Not as much torque, but a lot more top end speed than what their brushless version would go. A lot more actually. This being a 4200 kV unit versus the 3500 kV unit that the stock one comes with. So that's the motor I installed. I used the same pinion. I'm not sure if it's an 18th tooth, but it's a brass pinion, so I left that one as is. On this side up here, I've installed a 60 amp brushless ESC, which of course, as we all know, can't handle 3S without any problems whatsoever. And underneath, right in here, I just put in a 2200 milliamp 3S LiPo. The only other small changes I've done, I've moved the shocks outwards to the lower position over here and to the innermost position up here, and the same thing for the other side, and the same thing for the back. I've also wound down the tension so it's nice and relaxed, so it sits a bit lower, because of the increased speeds, and I don't want to give it a chance to wheelie, so it is sitting lower to the ground when it's sitting on the ground at when the shocks are compressed. So it does sit lower. So a combination of adhesion, which is solved by these tires, lower stance. I've also lowered the rear body mount for the for the rear of the truck, so the truck sits lower, so it'll catch less air versus as vaulted as it was earlier, where it can catch more air and potentially parachute and flip. And the front one I left as is, because the front one is at its lowest setting already. Of course, I went ahead and changed out the servo to a standard, industry standard 6 kilogram servo. So it's a full-size servo, 3-wire, of course, and it's all tied into a little receiver right over here, of course, which is needed for the brushless system to operate. And yeah, so with these subtle changes, including the massive power increase with this motor, I feel that it would give the 104009 a lot more stability. Shouldn't wheelie as much, especially as I approach top end speed. Once the weather gets better in Canada, which thankfully it's starting to, I'm gonna attempt to do a speed run with this. First, I'll start off on 2S, and because it should be very fast on 2S. I'm not even sure how fast I can hit on 3S with this large pinion. I'm guessing it should hit up over 80 kilometers an hour. So I'll definitely give it a shot on 2S first and go from there. And yeah, that's about it. Everything else is basically bone stock. I haven't adjusted anything on it because you know, it's a good truck the way it is. I'm not one to do heavy bashing, so I'm not really concerned about where the metal obviously, you know, connects with the chassis here. I'm not concerned about breakage. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. So I just wanted to just give you guys a update on this long time project that I've kind of put on the back burner, but it is the WL Toys 104009 with a brushless conversion. So if you guys have any questions about this particular RC or any of the other ones in my fleet, please leave a comment below. I'll answer any questions you guys may have. Okay, have a good day.